Hello YouTubers, my name is Attila Mate from Blue Sky Photography, and today I would like to talk to you about two lenses and especially the image quality of, let's say, lens and camera combinations, of two lenses. Now, as you all know until now, probably if you follow my channel, you know that I like very much my Nikon D7200, and I like very much my Sigma Art zooms. Now, like every lens and every camera, they also have advantages and disadvantages, and I am very aware about that. Now, not too long ago, about a month ago, I purchased the Fuji XT-20 and I purchased two zoom lenses all together with the camera. And I started to make some comparisons, between the Nikon D7200 with the Sigma Art zooms and the Fuji XT-20 with the zoom lenses I purchased with the camera. And in this video, I want to talk about two zooms. Sigma 18-35 f1.8 and the Fujifilm 18-55 f2.8-4. Now, this is a kit lens, and this is a serious lens. I mean, if you know something about Sigma lenses, you will know that this is one of the best lenses ever created for APS-C size camera. Now, obviously, this is a unique lens because it's an f1.8 lens. This is a kit lens which is from 2.8 to 4, which is not bad at all. And in the same time, look at the size difference. I mean, it's only half of it. It's very small. It's very compact. It's true that it extends when you zoom out to 55 millimeter. That's the difference. So even when it is zoomed out, you will see that it's roughly, well, we can see a little bit more than half of it. Now, if we speak about the weight of the lens, this is like, I don't know, I didn't even put on the scale, but anyway, this is triple the weight of this lens. It's very heavy. Now, I like this lens. This is my one of my favorite lenses, and the 50-100, the big brother of this lens, it is my second favorite lens. About this one, I will show you in my computer some photos I made with both of the lenses, and I will show you a situation when I put this lens on my Fuji camera together with this lens. So there are people, when I do a comparison video, there is always somebody who will complain for something. So if I use the same camera, they will complain, oh, that's not good because you should have used the Nikon D7200 with it. If I use the Nikon D7200 and with this one, the Fuji, then they will say, oh, you should use only one camera to be sure that blah, 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 whatever. So I will show you a situation when I use the Nikon D7200 with this one and Fuji XT-20 with this one. And I will show you a situation when I use both lenses on the Fuji XT-20. So both of the cases, you will see some sample photos, and hopefully nobody will complain then, or even then somebody will find something to complain. Anyway, my reason is that I show you these photos so you can see with your own eye what is the difference, and if there is any difference, and what is the value of this small little zoom, the kit lens from the Fuji XT-20. Now, like I said in my previous video about this lens is a unique kit lens because it's very good, and we all know that Fuji has only good lenses. I mean, there are a few lenses which are not really good, but most of the cases, the Fuji lenses, even if they are variable aperture lenses, they are exceptionally good. So let's get into my computer and let's see those pictures with these lenses. So we are in my computer now, and let's open up Zoner Photo Studio 18 and let's see those photos. Now, first of all, I will show you some photos where both of the lenses were on the Fuji XT-20. So as you can see over here, you can see the EXIF data, and the f-stop is not recognized because I used a dumb adapter and you cannot recognize the f-stop. But I did In both situations I did the lenses wide open, because in my opinion that's where you can test best the lenses. You know, obviously when you stop down the lens it will be much better the result, but for in any situation it is much more important that wide open how the lens performs. So let's see. Now on the left side you will see the Sigma 18-35 at 35 millimeter. Here it says 50 millimeter because I didn't set, you know, in the camera, but anyway it was on 35 millimeter. And on this side you can see the Fuji. You can see the EXIF data correctly over here, and the Fuji 18-55 f2.8-4 you can see down here, and it was on 34.3 millimeter. Well, I didn't nail it exactly to 35 millimeter, but it's roughly over there. So let's get a little bit closer and let's see the results. Now, as you can see, if we get this close, the picture already starts to pixelize. So it's wait a second, I just make it bigger. Yes, so we look at it like this. Now obviously you can see that both of the lenses are damn sharp. You know, it's if we would look a stop down, the Sigma probably would be a little bit a hair sharper, but in this situation wide open you can see the focus was in the middle, just here on the wall, and you can see that both lenses are tack sharp. I mean, I don't really see any difference between the two. And if we consider that this lens, the Fuji lens, is a kit lens, I'd say that it performs really, really well, without any doubt. Now, if we go on the very corner on the side over here, you can see this is the right corner in both pictures. You can see that the Sigma is a little bit sharper over here on the right corner than the Fuji. The Fuji has just a little bit of softness in the picture. Now, if we go to the left corner, you can see that the left corner, again, the Sigma is a hair sharper, just a little bit, than the Fuji. But generally speaking, if you look at the center of the photo and the bottom of the photo, in both situations, actually the bottom of the photo just down here, the Fuji is a little bit sharper than the Sigma, but just a little bit. Again, if we get back to the center, you don't see any difference. You will not notice any difference. Now let's get to the second set of photos, which were at 18 millimeter. Now this was at 18 millimeter in both situations, and let's get closer to that now. So it's kind of the same situation. If you look at the photo, I just make it bigger again so you can see better. So you can see over here that it's on f2.8. This was wide open. Now you have to trust me on this because it's a dumb adapter and you cannot see the EXIF data, but it was wide open, and you can see that sharpness wise, you know, it is just tack sharp at 18 millimeter as well. Now if we speak about the colors on the Sigma, it's a little bit cooler colors, you know. On the Fuji, it's a little bit warmer colors, even on the grass, you know, and you can see here on the rocks, you can see that this is not as warm as the Fuji. I like the Fuji colors a little bit better than the Sigma, but that can be adjusted anytime, you know, that's not an issue at all. Now here we look at the sharpness and the contrast, and I would say both of them, they are the same, you know, there's no difference in my eye. Now let's see the third set of photos, which one it's again on 18 millimeter. Now here on this side it is on Nikon D7200. Now I changed over here the camera and the lens, Nikon D7200 with the Sigma 18-35. On this side it is the Fuji XT-20 with the 18-55. So I changed these just like I said it before, you know, in the video, that anybody wants to comment, that just to make anybody happy, you know. So let's zoom in and let's see if there is any difference. Now you can see on this side that it's a little bit, just a little bit underexposed, because it's at f2.8. This is at f1.8, so this is wide open, and at 1/2000th of a second ISO 200, and this is 1,000th of a second ISO 200. So it's kind of the same exposure, you know, but Fuji side is a little bit just a hair underexposed. Now look at the sharpness. I mean, it's ridiculously sharp. You can see. Until now, I thought that the Nikon D7200 with the Sigma art zooms, they are the best combination, but I have to tell you that it's on par. I mean, it's over there. Look, and this is with a kit lens. It's it's not even with a sharp prime or something. You know, it's not a professional zoom, I would say. It's only the kit lens. But look, you can see yourself the quality. I don't have to say. So again, this was at 18 millimeter, both cases, and this is on 35 millimeter, both cases. Now it's again the Nikon D7200 on the left side, on the right side is the Fuji, and this is obviously it's 1.8, f1.8, and this is at f4. So it's because it's f4, it's wide open, you know, when you zoom out to 35, 34 millimeter, it will be f4. So let's get closer, and again, like I said before, and like you see over here as well, there is no difference at all in the shots. If you go on the side, again at 35 millimeter, on the very side, on the corner, on the top corner, you can see that the Fuji is a little bit softer. Sigma is sharper over here. If we go to this corner, you can see again that the Sigma is just a tiny bit sharper, just a little bit over here. Fuji is very sharp, but it's not as sharp as the Sigma. In the middle though, you don't see any difference. It is the same in both photos. So for a kit lens, I would say this is an excellent buy, So I hope that this video was helpful to you guys. I hope that you liked it. If you liked it, please like and subscribe and share my videos. And other than that, I wish you a nice day, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.